Hi guys, hope everybody's well. The plan was to come out, it's about 7:15 at the moment, or just about 7 o'clock. I think the sunset is at 7:15 now, which isn't that long to be fair. And going towards St Anne's Way there's just a bank of cloud, and I thought it would make for a nice, interesting shot. They've got the tin boat there that's kind of not moving around a little bit, but there's no atmosphere at the moment. I think in a little while, if some colour goes behind the boat, or if we can get some reflections, but at the moment, as we speak, that boat that I talk about a lot of times, with it being aluminium, it just blows about too much, so you couldn't do a 10-stop filter, or you couldn't do even a 6-stop filter. You're getting 3 or 4 seconds before it starts waving about. When the tide goes out in a little bit, you should see this massive big chain that's round about here that should start surfacing. I think we can just see it popping out. That might make a good shot. Hello. Not too bad, you? So what? Hi guys. Hi guys. Hope you're well. As you can see, I'm back down in Lytham again. I was hoping for so much. When I looked out the window a moment ago in water and the sun was beaming, it looked beautiful, but when I've arrived in Lytham, it sounded like I just disappeared behind the cloth. Hello? How you doing? Okay? Hi guys, I'll try again. My phone just rang about 3 times then. I've turned it on silent now, so if it goes off again, it's just going to vibrate in my pocket. Well, the plan was tonight to come down to Lytham because I thought the sun would be looking epic tonight, and it was at first, but when I've arrived, as usual, it's dropped into this murky bit of cloud. So at the moment, what's happening now is this chain is just appearing right in front of me. I've got the moon, the crescent moon above it, and I think I'm just going to try and take a couple of shots, but the problem we've got here, as usual, is this boat moves around. It's so flat bottom, it's made of aluminium, and even the littlest bit of movement, so it would be maybe 1 or 2 seconds maximum, I think. So what I'm going to do is set the camera up, do it really quickly. I'm sorry this is really a bit of a mishmash as usual. It just yeah, the phone's just gone 3 times. I've had to talk to people, so I wasn't being rude. I'm not being rude to people on the phone, but I kind of got set up, and I've had to answer the phone calls as well, so I'll get set up with the camera and see what we can do. So guys, that's the setup I've got at the moment. I'm in portrait orientation, and also what I've got at the moment on the front of the camera, I've got a 24mm 1.8. It's a fixed prime lens, so what you have to do is, if your composition's not right, you have to move backwards and forwards. Rather than a 24-70, you just have to kind of be a bit more flexible and move backwards, or it's good really, it trains you to move around a little bit. So if I just tilt the camera down a little bit and turn the exposure up, put the ISO up, sorry, on this video camera. I'm just going to walk slowly. I'm trying to do it too jumpy, but what I've tried to do is I'm going to try and capture this chain here. I'm going to have it as a V shape, so if I just move around, I'll just try to show you a little bit what I will kind of do. So at the moment, if I just come down a little bit lower, here we go, sorry, just wait there, look. There's so many geese around here at the moment, just had to stop and do that. So anyway, we'll stop here, just drop down a little bit. You've got these chains here, and these make a cracking foreground interest, and just kind of have the shot like this. But as you can see, the tide's going out fairly quickly, and just try and capture it. But at the moment, this boat again isn't moving again. I think it's stuck. And if I walk round here slowly, got my wellies on, but there's like This is another shot here with these pebbles, and it just turn the exposure down a little tiny bit. And what you've got here is these rock pools, this chain, and they all lead up to this boat to make a lovely leading line. Like I say, I've got the tripod there. Everything is quite blue now. Just turn the exposure down. As you can see, there's not much colour going on. Just above the boat there, if I zoom in, not too sure. There we go. It's gone off now. But that's a crescent moon that I took a picture of over the tower last night. That's done pretty well. But so yeah, so that's the plan. And it's just really about relaxing, coming having some fun. I'm not going to get much of a world beater tonight, but I just like this look here. So we've got this big chain, this big oily chain, these black pebbles down here. They're looking quite nice because it's quite wet and shiny. And just try and capture this boat not moving if I possibly can. So yeah, I'm going to get on with it. Just take a few more shots. So when you've got a fixed focal length, what you have to do is you just have to keep moving the camera forward, moving it backwards, just getting different compositions. And what it does is it trains you to think a little bit more differently, because if you've got a 24-70, just zoom in, zoom out. I've actually got used to using this 24mm now. I mean, it's really good. It seems a lot sharper. So just look through the viewfinder, use the live view to get the focus peaking. Just take a shot. I think I've got a 2-second timer there. I'm going for 5 seconds at the moment. Looking alright, to be fair. Not amazing, but it's just nice to be out. Let's lift this. The birds go past. Take one more shot. 5 seconds I'm going for. Just check to see if it's sharp. That boat, believe it or not, is still moving around a little bit. So I'm just going to wait for 5 more minutes. So I'm just going to walk forward now into the water. But what I've done, as you can see, I'm actually stood in water and I've moved round a little tiny bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go head onto this boat, because I think this looks like a nice composition. I'm starting to get the reflections in this boat, and as you can see, just the side of the boat there, that's where the rocks are, and this boat now is not going to move, and I think that for a blue hour shot looks quite nice. It's not amazing, but do you know what? I'm going to try and fire a few shots off now and see how we get on. So I'm not too sure if you can see on the back of the camera there or not, but I was just doing a 5-second exposure, sorry, an 8-second exposure there, and the boat started moving again. If I just move this way a little tiny bit, there we go. It's just moving a tiny bit, and it's so frustrating because this now with the silhouette and the shadow in front of it will make such a lovely shot. Just have to wait 5 more minutes. So yeah, so here we go. You can see the polarizer on. They've got the 0.6 soft edge grad. I've got a polarizer, sorry, and that's it really, because the light's really low now. I'll take a shot and see how we get on. I've just zoomed in onto the live view there. I'm not too sure if you can see the grids I've got up, but I've just zoomed in and you can just see how fast that boat's moving. I'm not enjoying this one bit. It's just kind of going left and right. So every time I do anything longer than a second, the boat looks blurry. But it would look ace if it would just stop still. So I've just got to wait a little bit longer, I think. So I'm going to take one more shot and then try and get back to the car. Right, guys, I'm going to take one more shot now and make myself back to the car. As you can see now, the reflections, just look at this chain going round. That boat is not shifting now, touch wood. I'm going to go for it, because it's gone so dark now. If I turn the exposure down, I'm at ISO 3000 on this recording on this Z6. So at the moment I'm at ISO 80 on the Z7. I'm at f10 and I'm going for 20 seconds, and I think it looked quite nice, because if you can see, just spin the camera around a bit now, there's moon reflecting, there's the buoy, that's where the sunset over there. There's still a tiny bit of colour, but nothing to really write home about, but I'm just getting some of these reflections down in this boat, and it looks wonderful, to be honest. Just like that, I think there, that'll do. So right, one more shot then home. Right guys, I'm going to call it a day there now. I'm going to post all the images in a second, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot. Thank you for all the comments on the vlogs. I know they are a little bit mishmash, but they always have been mishmash, so you'll have to put up with that. That's me, I'm afraid. And as you can see, that boat is not moving because that's parked up now. I was thinking before about if it got a bit dark, but the moon's in the way at the moment, so maybe in an hour's time you could come down here, get positioned there and get a nice Milky Way shot with that boat. That's something I could do next week, maybe when the tide is right out, when we chase it out. I wouldn't like to come down here not knowing the tide times properly, because when you're out on the water's edge it comes in quite quickly. So yeah, that could be for another time. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.